Yo, every now and then, I just like checking out something new, right? Again, well, what's up, Blackish fam? Welcome back to the channel. And those that are new, I'm checking out a new artist. I'm going to see what he's bringing to the table. How lyrical is he, and explore his work. I got a notification that a new artist dropped something called Swiss Cheese, called Grip. And a lot of people, I noticed when I pulled him up, were like, yo, this cat's the future. Yo, this cat style is sick. So, yo, without further ado, I want to check out something that goes back to 2018. It doesn't look like he had that many views. He didn't even crack 20,000. But yo, views, right? Everyone has to start somewhere. So views don't necessarily mean quality of content, right? Yo, let's check this cat out and see what he has to offer.
Cause I'm here dealing. Uncle was a user. Other uncle was a shooter. My pops was a loser.
Yo, a little confused, right? Okay, I hear his little style's a little bit different. But the background has me. I saw an image of Martin Luther King Jr., and I'm trying to get the reference. There's a dude that looks like he's shot up or beat up. Kind of looks like the This Is America, right? Where Childish Gambino comes out and he's holding the pistol, like, boom, right? Church, right? Black church.
Cause I'm here dealing. Uncle was a user. Other uncle was a shooter.
Okay, it's his eyes that are bleeding, right? And you see he takes the veil off his face. Maybe he's talking about something like an awakening of some sort, right? Let's get back to it. So uncle was a user, other uncle was a shooter, right? He's from troubled times, right? Let me put on my thinking cap before we get into this. Change the color of my glasses. Switch it up. All right, let's get to it.
My pops was a loser. God bless my mammy heart. Money tore the family apart. This ain't even speaking. My bitch say I read from drinking. Was just about to crack a beer. Fuck it, I ain't happy here. My mama tell me get a job. Motherfucker rap career.
Yo, what was that about the Trump rally? It said, isn't it great to be at a Trump rally? I'm trying to decipher what the footage means from the back.
Was just about to crack a beer. Fuck it, I ain't happy here. My mama tell me get a job. Motherfucker rap career. Rent due, I'm broke as hell. Wish I had some dope to sell. Break down the wholesale. Mama living at the hotel. I was dropping shit to Norvell. Oh.
Yo, shout out to those people that are from the hood, right? Things get hard times. You got an eviction on your record, or you got bad credit, or you got a criminal record. Sometimes you got no choice but to live in the hood, or live in a big-ass apartment building with roaches and run down, or you can live in a hotel, right? There's hotels that have daily and monthly rates. And I think he said his mom's was living in a hotel, but he's just talking about the struggle right now, right?
And I ain't happy here. My mama tell me get a job. Motherfucker rap career.
Motherfucker rap career.
I'm broke as hell. Wish I had some dope to sell. Break down the wholesale. Mama living at the hotel. I was dropping shit to Norvell. Oh well, guess they wasn't fucking with the kid. I just had to give him me. I could give a fuck about what another nigga did. Cause he ain't walking these shoes. And I ain't walking those neither. I get this shit down my top of crew. Something like a 2-liter.
Yo, listen to what he's saying, right? He's saying, yo, I was trying to put stuff out. I was trying to make moves, but people weren't feeling me, right? So I just had to do it a little different, or try to really give them the truer me, right? The true version of me. I don't know if he wasn't being authentic. I don't know if it was something. I don't really know any of his work. This is the first complete song that I heard from this cat. But yo, I'm kind of feeling him. I get what he's talking about. The struggle, it sounds decent to me. I don't really like the lyrics, not lyrics, but the footage in the back. It looks like a variety of political images and his imagery that he's trying to push. But it makes me want to read that, and it takes away from what he's saying. And it's not just like he's bopping with the beat. He's actually saying something. So I almost wish that wasn't there, or it was simply a lyric video. But yo, I like what he's saying so far. I think this cat's from the ATL as well.
Cause he ain't walking these shoes, and I ain't walking those neither.
Yeah, he said, for people, I think he was talking about people that weren't feeling his music, right? And I don't care because they ain't never walked in my shoes, right? They don't understand life from my perspective. But I think he's intelligent enough to know that, yo, I haven't walked in his shoes either, right? I was doing one reaction video, and man, if you mess around and say Nas isn't number one, man, these dudes come out the woodworks like, what do you mean? You must not understand hip hop. You must not know his catalog. Bro, I've been bumping Nas for a long time. And yeah, I might have said something. I might have pushed Nas down because he wasn't as relevant as he was in yesteryear. But yo, there's different types of hip hop lovers, right? Just because I don't like ball fades and Timberlands doesn't mean that I don't like hip hop, right? It's just my approach. It's my approach to hip hop and what hip hop means to me, right? You might like conscious rap and people like Common. It doesn't mean that T.I. is any less of a rapper. Come on, y'all. Let's be bigger. The intelligent approach. The wisest person in the room understands that he doesn't know anything at all, right? You're barely scratching the surface of knowledge. It's the loudmouth. It's the loudmouth person, the person that claims to know it all. They're normally taking away or trying to distract you from what's really going on, right? Maybe it's a flaw that they have, right? Maybe it's who knows what that might be. But I just wanted to reference that. But I like this. It's worth checking out. Let's hear it through.
Oh well, guess they wasn't fucking with the kid. I just had to give him me. I could give a fuck about what another nigga did. Cause he ain't walking these shoes. And I ain't walking dudes neither. I get these shoes down my top is crew. Something like a 2-liter.
What do you say about the 2-liter there?
I get these shoes down my top is crew. Something like a 2-liter.
Couldn't make it out. Not as young as I used to be. Leave it in the comments if you know. Should have pulled.
I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot.
I don't know who's producing this, but this cat's saying I done seen a lot of shit. But he doesn't look to be that young or, I hate to say that wise, right? If I hear I've seen a lot of shit, I expect to see someone that looks like me, right? I expect to see someone with a few gray hairs that might have been around the block, especially if you're showing like footage from the civil rights movement and you're saying like, you're acting like you get it, you understand, like you were there. I would expect that coming from an older person. Just I don't know if the vibe quite goes together. I'm not a producer or whatnot, but
I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. Pessimist without a pot to piss with these optics. It's hard to be an optimist. I can't add to my problem.
He said it's hard to be an optimist, right? What is an optimist? It's someone who always sees a more positive outlook, right? They have a positive view of the future. They're optimistic, right? He said, it's pretty hard, right? He's saying, I've seen a lot of stuff.
These optics is hard to be an optimist. I can't add to my problem. Do not exist. I got this shit in composition. Nigga, listen, I done seen a lot of shit. 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 Pessimist without the plot to piss with these optics. It's hard to be an optimist. I can't add to my problem. Do not exist. I got this shit in composition. Nigga, listen. Jump out the port feet first. Tell the fam don't trip. I be best on. Trying to bring the rap back to him. Whether the trap home or it came from the rap tones. You the cop shoes out of whack home. Guess it was a step. Trying to bring the rap back to him. Whether the trap home or it came from the rap tones. You the cop shoes out of whack home. Guess it was a step up from Payless. Mama got another revision notice. We don't know when we finna lay next. Niggas lose face so we play less. The kept out cast and the take things.
I'm feeling this.
We don't know when we finna lay next. Niggas lose face so we play less. The kept out cast and the take things. Feel good not to hear nigga bragging both when you working for a penny ass paycheck. See shit you wouldn't dare to see. Nobody cares in this dark outside. Who gon' be there with me? Apparently you need a therapy. I feel caged in like a parakeet. On the edge
Woo, yo. He said, I feel caged in. Man, I reference this so much on this channel. And if you're a shout out to lyrical breakdowns and intelligent lyrical breakdowns, not just of this cat, but good music in general. We break down everything from Nas, Joyner Lucas, J. Cole, right? Toby Nwigwe, Common, There's been a lot of artists that we break down these lyrics bar by bar, right? We're not just reacting, listening to it. Yo, I want to have a good conversation. Let's spark conversation. But I like what he's saying there, and I actually forgot my point. I think that's the weed in my system, but let me run it back just a second here. Oh, being caged in like a parakeet, right? I always reference rappers being in a gilded cage, right? You might ask, well, what's a gilded cage? Well, you think about a bird's cage, right? Or even at the zoo, where the birds have the illusion of being free, but they're not truly free, right? They're still restrained. Even though they feel like they have movement and they can move around freely, they might even be living a luxurious lifestyle within this cage. But never forget, it's still a cage, right? That's how a lot of rappers are. They've positioned themselves in the world as this and that, and now they have to uphold that truth, and that's where the problem comes, right? He said, "Yo, I feel like a bird in a cage, right? I can't get loose. I can't make it. I don't have freedom." I can spread my wings a little bit, but I know this ain't real. I feel the air, but I know it's not real, right? You know, back in the day, they used to say if you can't sleep, then you should count sheep, right? You get the little thought bubbles, right? And you see the sheep jumping over the fence. And supposedly if you just count them, it'll help you just kind of doze off. He's like, yo, I don't even sleep, bro. It's been a minute since I've been counting sheep. I barely sleep. It's been some weeks since the last time a nigga counting sheep. My thoughts seeping way too deep. You see, when I jumped off the porch, I thought I could get a Porsche. You know, things of that sort. Did he say when I jumped off the porch, I thought I could get a Porsche? Is that what he said? Let me run that back. I jumped off the porch. I thought I could get a Porsche. You know, things of that sort. Now nigga whole life is off course. Fuck. Yo. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. Yo, and I don't know, you know, if you're anybody that's ever been around the hood, I've seen some things in my day too. I'm from Chicago. But yo, bro, who's producing your video and they got, what you bleeding? Carrot juice, bro? What you mutated, motherfucker? Like, yo, that is the orangest blood I've ever seen, bro. Like, what are you, Crayola, motherfucker? Like, yo. I done seen a lot of shit. Yeah, you need those darker reds, bro. I done seen a lot of shit. Looking like slop down a yam, right? Oh, sweet potato pie face ass. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of shit. Pessimist without a pot to piss with these optics. It's hard to be an optimist. I can't act on my problem. Do not. You know, if he's saying I done seen a lot of shit, I would have liked to have seen scenes of violence, or maybe the hood where he's from, and maybe the police, right, terrorizing people in that neighborhood, or the gangs, or I want to see something. I don't know if I'm quite vibing with seeing these civil rights pictures. I don't think he had anything to do with that. I don't think he saw any of that. I don't know. Maybe he's much more woke than I thought, right? Maybe he's what does my son say? I burn down mics and fight for civil rights. Yo. You know, he doesn't seem to be that cat, so I don't know if I quite get the civil rights movement. I know it's become hip now, but I don't know if he's with it like that or not. I don't know anything about the man or his other music. This is hard to be an optimist. I can't act on my problem. Do not exist. I got this shit in composition, nigga. Listen, I done seen a lot of shit. 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 Pessimist without the pot to piss with these optics. It's hard to be an optimist. I can't act on my problem. He obviously got a cool chorus though, and he knew it. The way he's rocking that chorus, like, yo, look how sick it is. Yeah, we see you, bro. We see you. I do not exist. I got this shit in composition, nigga. Listen. That man said, oh, I get it, the porch, right? He referenced porch and Porsche. I guess Red Dye must not have been in the budget, bro. But, overall, good music, right? He's lyrical. He definitely got a flow. but I don't know if I'm understanding it correctly. It didn't quite pass the test from a visual perspective, right? The audio, is decent. I would definitely check out some more of his work. I don't know if it's playlist for me, but this isn't the music I typically vibe with. But I like what he's saying. I'd like to hear a few more tracks, though, before I make a decision as to whether or not he goes on a playlist. But, decent. If you're a fan of checking out new music, new artists, breaking down the lyrics, don't forget to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get to the next one.